Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites come to you weekend, and we got to prophesy the downfall of the world.
Of the world, yeah.
Yeah, the world. Because all the governments are going down. But before we get started, like always, we want to send all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakwah.
We got possible in order to jam us out of New York, we send them on this they do real well. The brothers around the world, Christian, truth, I'm stuck, I'm filthy, bringing the good, the bad, and the good, scripture, and salutation. With that, y'all just go ahead on and kick it off, man. Go ahead.
Grab that Isaiah 58.
Go ahead.
Y'all go ahead, Father. This is Isaiah chapter 58. We'll start at 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
Our people walking around here not knowing who they are, not understanding what laws, statutes, and commandments they're supposed to be keeping, and these type of things. And in return, they're in a predicament. Now, when we try to bring light to the predicament, then the question is, are they open-minded, or is the Lord going to open their minds so they can receive it, or not? That's the question. So the question being, again, is, a lot of people want to listen to the predicament or not? Most time they not. So that's because the Lord says that 2/3 of his own people going to be destroyed. So they go be able to hear this knowledge or walk by this knowledge and ignore this knowledge, and then the knowledge is going to be the thing that's going to torment them, and in return have them killed because they didn't take heed to the knowledge.
In the house of Jacob, their sins.
So we supposed to show them their sins. Okay, you want to walk around here and think that just because you going and you get it, wrong. If you got a man, wrong. The whole deal. Like I said, we actually started this up with a 2/3, but guess what? 2/3 being a 2/3. And as Apostle Kabar likes to say, they got the attention span of a gnat. He couldn't hold his mind together 2 seconds. Okay? He couldn't hold it together 2 seconds. It was long enough for the knowledge to start going to see if he could even get it. So that tells you right there. Why you go cast your pearl before swine? Okay? Give me the 4th say.
It's Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
The people going to be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't want to hear this. So since you want to reject him, he going to reject you.
That's right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So when he rejects you, he also says in Job, I'm going to laugh at your calamity.
That's right.
Okay?
Somebody grab that.
Somebody grab that. I shall laugh at your calamity. Why? Because at that time...
Oh, it's Proverbs 1. 1 and 25.
Psalms 2. I can get that on song.
Okay. Go now.
Select.
Well, go ahead and finish reading that.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
So you're not going to be at that particular point in time when that was coming down, we did lose everything because that was a point in time here, even when we was in America, where we didn't have this knowledge. Okay, this knowledge had to be reintroduced to us, and the Spirit had to move on out of the business for it to even start coming back out. Okay, and that is the one West Click, the Northwest Click, there's all these different Israelite groups, but at the same time, you still only got one group that's out there that's actually teaching everything. Okay.
Consistent.
Exactly. Some will tell you that you're Israelite. Most of them will tell you that you're Israelite. They're not going to tell you what you got to do, or the judgment that's coming, or the ramifications for ignoring the judgment.
And that's the whole point of like you going into, Pop. That's the whole point of the apostles.
Right.
They got the example on earth, and also they teach us according to the scriptures.
What you got?
Psalms 1 verse 26. Psalms 1 and 26. I started 24. Psalms 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye have refused.
Proverbs. That's Proverbs.
Oh, slack it. My fault. Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye...
Hey, how did he stretch his hand now?
You got the prophet guy, he's trying to break the words down and speaking on the street corners in the chief places of concord,
right.
Bringing wisdom, bringing that Sophia to them. But they don't want it.
Yeah.
They don't want it. They don't want this wisdom. This wisdom comes like Murph like to say all the time. This wisdom comes with accountability. And nobody wants to be accountable. No one wants to have to say that, okay, I was wrong about this and whatever judgment you got coming. now you got to deal with whatever judgment that the Lord will bring down to you.
Right.
Considering the fact that, like I said, he says that it's going to be less than what you deserve in the first place.
Your mic is 79.
Come on.
Hold that.
It says, but ye have said not all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
Hey, they ain't give a fuck about what the prophet is talking about.
No.
They ain't trying to hear what, hey, they walk past and just say, we don't want to hear the words of the prophets no more, man.
No.
This the word of the Lord that we were speaking, man. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I forgot where it was at, but you walk away from the truth, you're gonna be punished, man. You know, those who
Proverbs
walk
13,
on,
13.
they are punished, and that's what be going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people walk away from this, man. You know, walk away from their salvation, man. This word, man.
Well, see, here's the thing. Let's get that understood. If they walk away, it's not their salvation. Okay?
Because the word, hey, Pops, Baba Kushaka, I say this, because the brothers, the elders and apostles been breaking down that word salvation all week. Salvation actually goes into being delivered from your captivity.
To being saved.
So when we say we want salvation, you actually said you want deliverance from your captivity. What? So are we not in captivity today? According to Baruch, we are in captivity, man.
But what was one of the trickiest? I'm gonna say trickiest things that this Edomite did. You know, these motherfuckers into thinking that they weren't slaves. And because they don't think they're in slavery. That was the lullaby. The best slavery you can have, the best slavery that they create for these niggas is the fact to make them think they're not in slavery. So when we tell them they're in slavery, when we show them how they're in slavery, they don't believe it.
That's the whole point. El Malcolm said, don't start saying that word, that W word no more.
Right.
Because that W word been like the covering cash that they cast over all the people.
Right.
According to Isaiah 25:7. So now we coming and we tell you Esau Edom, you an Edomite. All right, and your land goes back to the Dukes, and you a liar, and you being robbed and deceiver. All that is discovering them, man.
That's right, exactly. Like the brother said. See, when you take that, the seat that they hid as a cloak under.
Ooh, get that wisdom
from them. When you take that deceit that they hid under from them, that takes away their so-called purity, because that color is supposed to be a pure color in the process, but that takes that away from them. And there's nothing honorable. They don't have the honor, so they're the absolute opposite of it. They're deceitful. They're liars, they're murderers, they're thieves, they're vagabonds. They travel all over the world taking everybody else's resources. This is what they do. Give me scriptures.
Oh, get that St. John 10:10 real quick.
Okay, I was holding
Papa just said all that.
Proverbs 13:13.
Yep.
Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. God, Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
These guys despise the word. Why? Because I'm over here getting ready to come over here and engage with these brothers and whatnot, or engage with my brethren, engaging in these 2/3, because that's what they show themselves to be. And he didn't want to get into. He wanted to get into what they labeled me as. Okay, we understand the bywords, but now what? My train of thought was, okay, if you're smart enough to know that they labeled you this, now did you find out what you are? Did you have the intelligence that since they labeled you this, did you go and search out to find out who you are and what you are according to what? What would be your biggest measuring stick? You measure it against man knowledge, or you gonna measure it against the scripture? That would be the question. But he couldn't stay long enough for me to even get this train of thought running. Right. Like I said,
It's funny that you said measure, man. I was looking into that second Ezra, that 9 and 1.
Right.
Measure the time diligently, man. I was looking into it like you can't measure milliliters, you can't measure volumes of liquid with inches. You know what I'm saying?
You got to measure it in the right capacity.
They call it units.
That's right.
Esau, Edom call it units, man.
Right.
You can't measure frequency using fucking milliliters, man. It's liquid. You know, you gotta have the right units and tools to measure something. How do you measure the end of the world? By prophecy.
Right.
So when it said measure the time diligently, you know that they could go over your head, you know, because it's like, measure the time with what? Well, what unit of measurement?
The scriptures.
This unit of measurement, man.
That's
So
right.
this is how you measure the truth. With the words that said with the beginning of history itself, man. This is the beginning of history. You know?
Exactly.
Tells the history about everything and everybody. You know?
Hey, from beginning to end, man.
Beginning to end.
It tells you what was going to happen. It says he said that he knows that's what they call. Okay, so do you understand that you're a byword now? Do you understand you're going by the label of a byword now? Yeah. You calling yourself that? So let me see how deep your intelligence runs. But he showed that.
He showed. Yeah.
He showed that he doesn't have the intelligence because he couldn't stay long enough to even deal. Go ahead, whatever scriptures I got.
Isaiah 1 and 18. Yeah, 1 and 18, the point is at 19. It says, come now, let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they will be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool.
Hey, that's the elect,
That's
man.
the elect.
Yeah.
Hey, it said, read that again, brother.
God, come now, let us reason together.
It said, let us reason together. That's why we up here, man. Whatever you think you believe, we gonna talk it out, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
God, though your sins be as scarlet.
They say your skins be as scarlet. Back then, scarlet is what? A red color, man.
That's right. That's right.
That means you full of it.
Yeah.
Our people is full of sin, man.
Hey,
go ahead.
In fact, they had a book back in the day called The Scarlet Letter. Yeah. And it was about just that. Okay, so go ahead.
God, it says, and they shall be white as snow.
But the Lord said, your sins shall be as scarlet. That means you're going to be covered with red. But he said, but I will make it white as snow because the Lord could do that. Go ahead.
God. Because it said,
only him.
It said the Lord will surely pardon. You know? He's going to pardon all of this.
He said the sure mercy of David in Isaiah 55 and 4.
God. It says, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson,
Yep.
they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. So the Lord said he'll do all that, right? But there's a catch.
There's a catch to it. Like everything.
He said, but if you be willing and obedient, the same thing we was talking about in the car.
Exactly, man.
The Lord ain't finna fight for nobody. You ain't fight for him. If you ain't out here doing the work, if you ain't out here preaching, if you ain't being a brother, all right, why you think the Lord gonna fight for you, man?
Right, man.
He finna fight for you, man.
You can do that for 2/3 then.
Yeah, it doesn't. Go ahead, Pop.
That'd be the 2/3 then. You ain't doing none of this, but you gonna get the blessing. Yeah. You gonna get the promise. You gonna get all that.
That's what the Lord said in that day. He said, a lot gonna say, Lord, Lord, in that day. Because everybody know Yahweh Shai name. But have you been doing the will? What is the will? We all know the will. But go ahead, brother. Slap.
Hey, that's the world. What the world says unconditional love. Hey, that's foolish love, man. Who loves unconditionally?
I said nobody.
The
really.
Lord loves unconditionally, bro.
Yeah, actually, he did. Why? Because even when we were sinners, he did lay his life down for us. So that was unconditional love.
But he knew.
But he knew that we were gonna come back to the law.
Exactly. But the condition was that he had to do it because Yahweh had ordained it.
He bought our debt.
He bought our debt. He elect.
All right. That's why the scriptures say he redeemed us not with precious stones, money. He said, but his blood.
That's right.
That's why he's the sacrificial lamb.
That's right.
God.
And to those that believe in Yahweh Shai is no condemnation, man.
That's right.
God. It says
So if you believe in the Lord, you got it.
God.
Period, man. But go ahead, Slug.
God, it says, if ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, and for the mouth of the Lord have spoken. So what the brother was saying, he said, if you refuse the Lord, amen, because it says what? It says, all they that hate life, you can't
Hey,
be
somebody
in
get
between.
that Proverbs 8 chapter, start at 31.
God. Oh, you can't be in between, man. I don't believe in the Lord, but I don't not believe in him. No, man, you being double-minded.
Yep.
Right.
You can't just be in between. No, either you believe in life or you don't, man. If you don't believe in life, you accept death.
Yep.
That's why it says, I made a covenant with death, and with hell I made an agreement, saying the overcoming scourges will now prevent us, man. say, oh no, we cool, we'll take the chip. Esau, you done got us. We good. That's what people say.
The Lord said, whoever hate me love death.
That's right.
I'm saying these people love death, man.
Love
There's death all around us, man, because they know they're not hearkening to the words of the Lord, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, when I call, none then answer, man.
Yep.
So you're going to laugh at the calamity of these people, man. When the time comes, destruction come, all right? Hey, the Lord gonna laugh, man.
Right.
Just like y'all laughing at us with the garments on, with the Bibles.
Yep.
All right? The Lord gonna laugh at you on that day, man.
That's right.
All right? Hey, man, it's a high time to wake up out of sleep, man.
Somebody get that Romans 13:11 for the brother.
It's a high time to wake up out of sleep. All right, our people been asleep and dead for so long, man, and they still walking around like zombies, man. All right? Cause hey, let's go back to, man. The Lord just don't want niggas, man. All right? 2/3 is destined to die, man.
That's right.
They destined for destruction, man. You know? And this is about the elect, man. All right, the 144,000, man. All right, we still out here prophesying to the wind, man. All right, we still out here teaching the word. All right, to wake up the elect, man.
That's right.
As the scriptures say, man, my sheep should hear my voice.
That's right,
and
brother.
follow me.
That's right, brother.
I got
All right.
Okay, this is the Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
This is high time right now, man. Right now, all the prophecies that's coming to pass, man. If niggas watch the news, man, they'll see, man. All right?
If they go to alternate news,
Yeah.
because like I said, I mean, but they started to even show you stuff on this. I just saw CNN when they was talking about the F-18 Hornet pilots and the unidentified.
The IFOs that we call it.
The IFOs and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want to admit it, but like I said, but like I told y'all last week when we was out here, them F-18 Hornet pilots are starting to scream because they starting to see the writing on the wall. You gonna send us into a war that we can't win because we gonna be against something that's faster than us. We can't lock on to it. It can stop on a dime and be right behind us and do some ungodly.
Hey, that's that Second Ezra 13 and 8.
Yeah, put them on
They said they see a Lord, but they scared be Durst and Durst fight.
You gonna put that.
Because guess what? These nations gonna be fighting each other because World War III gonna happen. They're gonna be going against each other. But guess what? The Lord gonna just pop up in the fathership, and out of nowhere they're gonna turn and try to fight the Lord.
Yeah.
But some of them gonna understand what they got, and they ain't gonna want to fight.
No, hey, the scripture said they're gonna be scared and Durst yet fight.
Yep.
That's how you know the Lord gonna put the spirit on them.
Second Ezra 13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
No, it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now it is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Like the brother was saying, how do we know it? Because measuring time diligently against the scriptures tell us that this is time, that we are closer to our time now than we ever been. Okay? Like I said, it was young men that was marching in King, but they was getting hoses and dogs and all that. And they wasn't even pushing the truth. See what I'm saying? They were just embedding in the psyche of these 2/3 here in America the docileness of protest, making them docile and thinking they're just through marching and whatnot. Okay, so now that the truth is coming out, we're docile. We're docile because we're not claiming weapons.
No, we're not. Hey, Pops, Bobby Bouchard, we're not docile. We understand who we are.
Yeah, we understand.
We're actually the ones that's woken up.
Right.
That's why we're a threat. All right, docile means you just go along. Hey, these people are docile. That's why, as far as the food they eat, the chemicals in the air, that makes them docile. That's to suppress it. The cigarettes, the weed, the drugs they use, all that's to keep them suppressed.
That's right.
All right, we're not docile, man. We know who we are, man.
That's like the brother we were talking to, man. You know what I'm saying? He calling his ways. You know what I'm saying? You can tell as we were talking to him, you know. You know what I'm saying? We told him like, man, that's bad for you. Oh man, the Lord gonna forgive me. You know, hey man, you know, we telling you what's right, man. It's up to you if you want to hearken to the words of the Lord, man. You know, that's what the scripture says, man, that every man can persuade in his own mind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
Hey, you know what? In the Galate, can you get real quick Baruch 2 and start at 30
well,
and read them?
okay. Well, I'm gonna go into this word here, docile, because this is what I was saying when I was actually using it. Ready to accept control or instruction, submissive.
Hey, so we are docile to the Lord.
To this word. That's what I was saying when I said we're docile. We're docile because he says that we're not supposed to. Vengeance is here. So we go submit to this word. So that's what makes us docile in that sense. That's what I was trying to say. Okay? Synonyms.